A sink with running water sounds simple until you try to fit one into a minivan. Too big and it wastes space, too small and it's useless. Water tanks add weight, pumps add noise, and one bad design choice can turn your sink into a daily frustration. In this video, I'll show how I solved all of that and built a fully functional sink module that actually works inside a Toyota Sienna camper. A popular solution for washing dishes in minivan conversions is a collapsible plastic sink mounted at the back. While convenient, this setup necessitates outdoor washing, which can be problematic when parked on the street or during inclement weather. Furthermore, disposing of wastewater can be a logistical hurdle. It's important to note that some locations require all facilities, including dishwashing, to be inside the van. On the other hand, a built-in sink with running water is a game changer for campervans. It's a cooking essential. If you're cooking on the road, a sink is a must-have for washing dishes and pans. Convenient and efficient, eliminating the need for makeshift washing stations and letting you quickly get back on the road. Home comfort. Even an only cold water sink adds a touch of home, making your van feel more comfortable. Freedom and flexibility. Cook, eat, and clean up anywhere you park, giving you greater independence. In short, any built-in running water sink greatly enhances the campervan experience by adding convenience, comfort, and flexibility. Creating a functional campervan within the confines of a minivan presents a significant challenge: available space. As you've seen in my previous videos, this is a recurring theme. When designing the sink module cabinet, I had to navigate several spatial constraints. The reclined driver's seat significantly encroaches on the space designated for the sink cabinet. I had to balance the desired recline angle with the necessary cabinet space, carefully shaping the cabinet top to conform to the seat's curvature. Bed length. The 74-inch bed in the rear further restricts the available space. These two factors limited the maximum depth of the sink cabinet to approximately 18 inches. The interior door grab handle posed an additional constraint on the cabinet's height. While removable, I opted to retain it for its practicality during the off-season when the van is used for everyday purposes. Taking these limitations into account, I designed a cabinet with the following specifications. Inner depth 16 inches, plus 1 inch for the plywood walls. The back of the cabinet is angled to provide additional clearance for the reclined driver's seat. I chose 1/2 plywood for its proven durability in kitchen cabinet construction. Unlike particle board, plywood's robust nature can withstand the vibrations experienced during travel. For easy access to the water tanks for maintenance, the side of the cabinet, facing the passenger door, is open. The cabinet is designed for easy installation and removal, both in terms of size and weight. A convenient handle on the cabinet wall further simplifies this process. The cabinet is positioned above the second-row seat hardware, utilizing the space beneath for storage. For secure mounting, the cabinet is bolted to a steel angle foundation using M6 bolts. The countertop is a central element of any kitchen and especially crucial in a campervan. It's our workspace for food preparation, serving, and dining. While there are many countertop materials available, a campervan demands specific qualities. It must be easy to clean while traveling, reasonably lightweight, and durable enough to withstand the stresses of being on the road. I was fortunate to salvage Corian countertops from a kitchen renovation, which proved ideal for this project. Corian, a solid surface material composed of acrylic polymer and natural minerals, offers several key advantages. While heavier than wood, it's incredibly easy to clean and maintain. It's also repairable. Minor damage can be sanded out. Furthermore, its workability, cutting, routing, and drilling makes it perfect for DIY projects. While the sink module's countertop area is small due to the sink cutout, Corian's benefits truly shine in other modules, which I'll showcase in future videos. Being waterproof, Corian requires no sealing. To prevent water intrusion between the sink module and the adjacent fridge and electrical modules, I simply applied foam strips along the connecting edges. When searching for the ideal sink, I had several key requirements. Sufficient size and depth to minimize splashing and accommodate items like dish soap, a sponge, and a collapsible caddy for washing vegetables. An integrated drying rack for dishes and cups. A cutting board that could also serve as a lid to secure the contents during travel. I found a drop-in bar sink on Amazon that met all these criteria. Its internal dimensions are 10 inches by 13 inches for the sink opening and 9 inches in depth. I made one key modification, replacing the original wooden cutting board with a custom-made plastic one crafted from Korean solid surface material. The original wooden board, while aesthetically pleasing and a nice complement to the setup, warped in extreme heat during one of a camping trips, with temperature reaching up to plus 45 degrees Celsius. To secure the cutting board lid during travel, I originally used a flat bungee cord. My current, more elegant solution is small ball bungee cord secured by the fridge module lid. It should prevent the cutting board lid from flying in case of an accident. But I am still looking for the best solution. We'll update you if I figure out something better. Because the top rear of the sink cabinet is angled to accommodate the reclined driver's seat, I had to position the sink as far forward as possible. Consequently, its edge protrudes slightly over the cabinet's front wall, requiring a 1-inch countertop overhang. While this sink is nearly ideal, I overlooked one crucial detail. It has almost flat bottom. This design can cause drainage issues when the minivan is parked on uneven ground. While I can manage this, you might consider a bowl-style sink to avoid this problem altogether. An ideal campervan faucet should prioritize water flow control to conserve precious water, and compact height to fit within the limited headroom of a minivan, while remaining tall enough for comfortable dishwashing. I found a faucet on Amazon that perfectly meets these requirements and, in my opinion, is an excellent choice for a mini campervan build. Although designed for home use with hot and cold water lines, I adapted it by using a T-connector to supply cold water to both lines. This faucet is not only convenient to use, but also boasts several valuable features. Extendable hose, useful for rinsing vegetables outside the van and cleaning the sink thoroughly. We even used this feature recently to wash our dog's paws, very convenient after a hike during rainy season. Adjustable spray pattern, for versatile water flow. And pause mode, for temporary water shutoff. For running water in a camper van, a pump is essential. Several options exist, including USB rechargeable pumps that attach directly to water containers. However, to easily plumb the chosen faucet and avoid the hassle of recharging, I opted for a pump connected to the van's main battery. The pump I selected on Amazon offers the following advantages: 12-volt operation, powered directly by the main battery. Self-priming, can safely start even when dry. Automatic on-off, automatically stops when pressure builds and restarts when the faucet is opened and pressure drops, eliminating the need for a manual switch. While the pump is somewhat noisy, I don't anticipate using it at night. To prevent accidental activation overnight due to pressure drop in the water line, I installed a switch to completely cut power to the pump when not in use. The pump automatically activates when you open the faucet, causing a pressure drop in the water lines, and shuts off when the faucet is closed. This frequent cycling can put extra strain on the pump's hardware. Adding an accumulator tank mitigates this issue. The pump runs for a longer duration, filling the tank and then shuts off. When you open the faucet, water is initially supplied from the tank, and the pump only activates when the tank pressure drops. While not mandatory, installing an accumulator tank enhances the setup by reducing pump cycles and extending its lifespan. A pump filter with a strainer is crucial for extending the lifespan of your water pump by minimizing wear and tear. This is especially important in a campervan, where water sources may not always be clean and free of sediments. The filter is installed on the water line that connects the pump's intake to the water container. By preventing debris from entering the pump, the filter safeguards the pump's internal components, ensuring smoother operation and a longer service life. I efficiently utilize the limited space by placing the components between the cabinet back wall and the sink's back wall. Here's a concise summary of the water flow. Intake hose. Water enters the system through the intake hose. Water filter. The water then passes through the filter to remove debris. Pump. The filtered water is then pumped into the accumulator tank. Accumulator tank. Stores water and eliminates excessive pump on and off cycles. T-connector. Finally, the water from the accumulator tank is distributed to both the hot and cold water lines of the faucet via the T-connector. The search for ideal water tanks was a crucial part of my sink module build. My requirements included Maximum possible volume for the limited space available, sufficient for a weekend trip. Rectangular shape, to efficiently utilize the rectangular cabinet space. Equal volumes, ensure balanced capacity between clean and gray water tanks to prevent overflows. Compact dimensions, fit within the 16-inch depth and limited height constraints under the sink. Portability, the clean water tank should be easily usable on campground picnic tables. Large openings, for convenient refilling and cleaning. After thorough research, I discovered a pair of tanks on Amazon that perfectly met my needs. This HDPE water container with a 15 liters capacity and a rectangular shape fits perfectly within my cabinet's 16 inches width allowance for 2 tanks. The extra inch provides ample clearance for easy removal and accommodates slight expansion when filled with water. Designed for portability, this container can be easily moved to a picnic table at a campground. It also features a convenient spigot attachment for controlled water flow. Finally, a large opening facilitates easy cleaning of the interior walls, ensuring optimal hygiene. To secure the tanks, I installed a plywood barrier at the bottom to prevent horizontal movement. A locking mechanism at the top further secures the tanks vertically, ensuring they remain in place during travel. This design allows for easy removal and refilling of the tanks. To protect the cabinet floor from spills during tank servicing, I added a silicone mat with raised edges. This mat is held in place by the plywood block that secures the tanks. The clean water tank features a flexible gopher hose inside. The gray water tank has a compact plumbing system routed between the tank handles. I store essential water-related items above the tanks. Short garden hose facilitates easy refilling of the clean water tank at campgrounds, eliminating the need to lift the tank to the faucet. Spigot parts, used when the clean water tank is utilized in picnic table mode. Below the cabinet, there's a small storage compartment where I keep my power station jump start adapter, a crucial tool for jump starting the car in case of a dead battery. I'm pretty happy with current setup. The only items I plan to improve: bungee cord is used now to hold cutting board in place. Maybe there is more elegant solution. Also, I may add 1/2 inch high countertop backsplash at the back and on the left side to avoid water splashes running down there. Currently, we use towel hanging on the driver's seat to minimize the risk of it happening. Next, episode number 5, Fridge Module. I will cover the following topics: fridge choice, selecting the perfect fridge, size, power, cooling, portability. Extra insulation, boosting cooling with extra insulation for hot climates. Cabinet design, building a custom cabinet with optimal ventilation. Fridge placement, why the bottom of the cabinet was the only option. Smart storage, mechanical wonder on rails for efficient storage of your essential kitchen items. Folding table, the heart of the kitchen, a versatile folding table. Safety first, soft close lid for peace of mind. Secure travel, keeping everything in place during the ride.